holding rallies today in Haywood County. A faith and liberty rally supporting a Western North Carolina member of Congress, while another group rallied in opposition. News 13's Andrew James has more from Waynesville.
Two groups with two very different messages meeting Sunday afternoon outside the Haywood County Courthouse, both telling me their voices need to be heard. Supporters both for
to be able to pay your bills
and against Congressman Madison Cawthorn clashing in downtown Waynesville Sunday. The two groups arguing at times, but keeping their distance.
We do appreciate his strong stance against things we don't believe in. And so we're out here to support Madison as well.
Kay Miller, chair of the Haywood County Republican Party, helping to organize the Faith and Liberty rally. The group lined the sidewalk with American flags, singing patriotic songs, saying their rights are now in danger and speaking out against mandates related to the pandemic.
We have to take a stand, and we're not going to be a silent majority. And we want people to know that if you're going to try to take our liberties away, we're going to push back.
It has been extremely disappointing and extremely frustrating to feel like we are fending for ourselves.
On the other side, we are WNC and the Sunrise Movement rallying against Congressman Cawthorn. Chelsea White announcing her candidacy for Congress, calling for a civilian climate corps and investments in public housing, schools, transit, and renewable energy. White says she's disappointed in the response to flooding last month in Haywood County.
We're here today to show that we are going to show up on the front lines to care for our folks, but we're also going to fight for the big changes that need to be made so that we don't have to keep struggling to survive.
Police telling me no charges were filed in relation to these events.
New census data shows North Carolina's Latinx population is increasing.
Here in the mountains, one local nonprofit is hoping to make them feel more at home.
In honor of Hispanic Heritage Month, News 13's Kristen Aguirre sat down with our Person of the Week. She's the founder of Hola Carolina and is creating a community here to help bridge cultures together.
Yes, you might recognize the name Hola Carolina from the festivals it puts on throughout the year here in the mountains, or from its monthly magazine.
We knew that really our mission was more than just a magazine. We knew that we could do more than just that.
But before all of that, it was just a dream for Adriana Chavela.
I knew we needed to uplift the Latino community in Western North Carolina. There were so many bad news about us, how we immigrate and things like that, and I feel that we needed to tell the true and the hard workers that we are and just uplift our community.
She started with just $200 and grew it to this: cultural events in a monthly publication in Spanish with thousands of followers, and now a nonprofit.
We were able to grow our numbers from 20,000 to 50,000 followers on social media. We knew then that the need of communication in Spanish in Western North Carolina was so much needed.
Much needed for people like Belim Solano.
Whenever we come here, we're one country.
An immigrant from Mexico, Belim found comfort in Hola Carolina.
Definitely a connection right away.
A home away from home.
It feels like home.
And its cultural center is actually a house.
This is from one of the festivals. We want everybody to feel like at home, that somewhere a safe space.
I think that trust is very important because us as Latinos and being in this community, not seeing a lot of Latinos, building that relationship and that trust, it's harder.
Israel Oliveres is a partner with Hola Carolina, and he has seen firsthand how the community has grown to lean on the nonprofit.
I'm sure that people do feel safe in this place.
Because of Adriana.
Imágenes importantes.
She's really friendly. She's always ready to help.
She's just so nice to everybody.
Too nice and too humble.
I just want to be a friend. I want to be a good neighbor. I want to be a good part of the community.
A good person.
I want to make everybody feel at home.
Cheerleaders and band members, they have 2 seasons in one calendar year, which can be fun, but on the football side of things, an injury in the spring could force you to miss out 2 seasons.
Yeah, that looked like the case for one Asheville Cougar, but as Anjali Patel shows us, a love for the game led to a miraculous comeback.
There are no guarantees in football.
Good.
Every player earns every snap. Asheville High's Otis Walton Thatch had to do a lot of convincing to get here. Not necessarily persuading the coaches, but his parents, who are worried about possible injuries.
It took a lot of convincing, but I convinced them that this is something I want to do, this is something I need to do, and they're behind me 100% when they see how passionate I am about this.
We call ammo 2 holes.
That passion for the game also motivating the senior linebacker and left tackle to a 4.2 GPA.
I'm a student athlete, you know, grades come first. If the grades drop, so does football, you know.
This knee brace, a reminder though, that it can all still be taken away. He suffered an ACL injury at the start of the spring season this year.
I remember specifically, because I'll never say it again for the rest of my career, the question was, what if Otis goes down? And I said, if Otis goes down, we're going to lose. And Otis goes down first drive of the game.
And the fall season was looming.
Neither one of us knew if football would be over for him forever at that point.
But after months of rehab and leading from the sidelines, the team captain is back.
And I remember telling Otis that night, you know, if anybody can come back in 6 months, it's you.
His parents a little hesitant for him to get back on the field.
I think so. I hope so.
But his passion persisted.
Yeah, I hope so. I think that they're proud of me.
One motion.
His return wasn't guaranteed.
You got to extend. Ready, go!
But earned.
I'm not going to sit here and lie to you that there wasn't days where I doubted, you know, but I knew I'd be back.
And he's still not taking anything for granted.
And every day I come out here, I remind myself that, you know, whether I'm tired, whether I'm hungry, I just remind myself that one day I'm going to wake up and I won't have this anymore.